Right? There's what, like 8 billion people in the world?
Uh-huh.
Right? How many people are standing out here videotaping?
Right when you walk out your house, you on camera for the whole
that's
day.
True. But you have an ID on you real quick?
You need my ID?
Just
You need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. Chris, let me ask you a question.
I'm not going to ask you.
Let me ask you a question.
Go to jail.
Okay.
I've been doing this line of work for 17 years.
Words.
I'm going to arrest you at this point.
I'm not.
This is not a guilt-seeking question, and I don't need to read you your Miranda rights. Again, you're incorrect. So, what is your last name?
What's good, YouTube? It's BBcast back in with another video and another reaction. And today's video is from Grandview Police Department in Kansas City, where this guy, I actually watched his channel quite a few times, Kansas City Accountability. And in today's video, he ran into these officers where he was just recording, exercising his rights and everything. You had these officers come up and they thought it was suspicious and everything, and they wanted his ID. At first, you'll see these officers were acting like pretty cool and nice to this guy in the beginning, and then you will see this officer right here where he just turned ugly real quick once he wasn't getting that ID. I'm gonna watch it, get my reaction. Let me know what y'all think about the comment section, and let's get into the video.
How you doing?
Yeah, how about yourself?
I'm okay.
What you doing right now?
Just recording.
Is there a reason for recording?
I got a camera.
They're just concerned because apparently individual matching your description has been doing this a lot at NASB locations.
Okay, you got your name and badge number, sir?
Officer Savage, Grandview Police Department, badge number 0315.
Thank you so much for being professional. Yes, sir. I'm just recording. I didn't even speak to nobody.
I know, but they see you out here and they're concerned that you're possibly casing the place.
Say that one more time.
Casing the place?
I'd rather roll a joint than case one.
Okay, no, I get that.
Yeah.
So is it like for a YouTube website, or is it just recording just because you want to situation?
I'm just recording. It's almost like one of the first actual real days of fall.
Okay.
The temperature didn't drop. Well, yesterday I guess was. The temperature was down. Actually, on Halloween. It just didn't feel that bad.
Is there a reason you're doing this building?
I was actually just walking all the way around.
Just walking all the way around?
Yeah.
This building, or just walking around?
Just around the whole area. Is that fine?
That's fine. They're just concerned, so we're out here just talking to you.
Well, I had no ill intent, nothing like that. Nothing nefarious going on. Just recording.
Like I said, is it for like a website that you got, or just because you like to? You have video editor or something?
I just got this camera. It's pretty cool. I like it. I'm just trying to see what the footage look like. Next, I'm getting me a body camera. What kind is that?
This is a Motorola one, WatchGuard.
Okay.
So they had WatchGuard, and then WatchGuard got bought out by Motorola. So now that we got newer cameras, so when they activate that one, also they activate that one.
Okay. Is that like a level 4 vest? Or is that a 3?
I don't know.
Okay.
It stops bullets at some point.
Okay.
So apparently
Yes,
he's just out here recording the fine scenery.
Yeah. Can I get your name and badge number as well, sir?
Yeah, if you want. It's Bailey 0198.
Thank you so much for being professional.
You doing all right today?
I was just hanging around. It ain't as cold as I thought it would be with the temperature dropping down.
Yeah.
How did daylight saving affect you guys?
I wasn't working, so.
Yeah.
Usually if guys are working, they got to work an extra hour.
Yeah, because I caught myself just waking up in the middle of the night and I didn't know why. And then when I got on the internet, you know, I'm like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. Okay, daylight saving. So, yeah, the extra hour of sleep, I guess it felt good, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some things that people be having issues answering. Who can I answer the question to?
I can answer.
You want to say?
Well, anything I can answer, I will.
I mean, I think you can. What's 550 divided by 2?
Oh, it's gonna take me a minute.
How?
550 would be 275, I think.
Okay. Hey, come on, hey.
Is that right?
You probably the second. Yeah, you're probably the second officer I think that was able to get that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Why is that a significant thing? You just do that, or what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you been doing this at other NASB locations, or this is like the first time you've been over here?
What you mean?
Because they talk to each other, right? All the NASB ones talk to each other. Apparently they said that, and like I said before, individual matching your description's been doing this a few times. Is it like, do you like the NASB structures or something like that?
My description?
Yeah.
What description they give?
Sombrero style hat, black male, gray sweats, gray sweater with a camera.
You agree with that?
That's what we were told.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, that's how it was dispatched.
Man, I come in peace, man. No ill intent. I mean, if they would have came and talked to me, they would have seen I'm pretty like a real chill, cool guy. I could have told them like, hey, I'm just.
They get nervous, you know.
Yeah, let me ask you this though, and you guys are officers. What can you see?
You can see points of egress, exits, possible weak points, glass, stuff like that.
What you used to do in your what you used to do? I didn't see that. He said he sees nothing. But you saw.
Building to me.
I used to be a Marine, so.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, I salute you twice then, man. But for somebody's not, I mean, I'm not aware of those kind of things, man. Like, I didn't see nothing. And the same thing, you saw what I saw.
Well, I mean,
windows is tinted, man, and I'm on a public street.
Yeah,
like,
you are, yeah. We just came to talk to because they're worried. All we can say, hey, we went and talked to him. He's just doing this.
think about it this way, right? There's what, like 8 billion people in the world, right? How many people are standing out here videotaping?
not somebody's gonna do something nefarious. Not somebody that's gonna do nothing nefarious. It's 2024, man. Everybody has a camera.
Oh, that's true.
Right when you walk out your house, you on camera for the whole
that's
day.
True, but I'm just saying, if it strikes somebody as odd,
I mean, it's okay. I totally understand that now. Nothing against that. I'd just be kind of curious, like what did they say?
With you.
No, just gonna be out here getting a couple shots.
Okay.
That's cool.
So,
Do you have an ID on you real quick?
you need my ID?
Just to document who we talked to. Because here's the thing, right? Legally, constitutional rights, we have detained you for a little bit, so we need to make a real quick record.
So
of
hold on. This was good. So you just illegally detained me?
I didn't say that.
You just said you detained me.
Yeah. It's not illegal.
For what crime?
We got a call out here. It's a police call.
That's okay. You getting a call.
Now notice, as soon as this officer doesn't get what he wants, you're gonna see his attitude change very quickly, because you could kind of see in his face right now that he's very frustrated and upset that he's not getting this dude's ID.
To detain somebody, you need reasonable, articulable suspicion of a crime. What crime did you detain me for?
We've already explained why we're here.
You just said you got a
I'm just
call.
going to document your name and date of birth that says that we talked to you.
Okay. I don't have to get my ID.
Yeah, you do.
No, I do. Let's get a supervisor out here. Let's get a captain out here, sir.
Well, the captain ain't going to come out for this.
He's going to come out for this, sir.
No,
Yes,
he will not.
Yes, he is, buddy.
Well, let me explain to you. Let me explain to you.
I was going to see how much you was going to trample on my rights. Now, you guys looked good for a second.
No,
but now you trying to
not trampling on any
Well,
rights.
I'm in public
doing
nothing nefarious.
Okay.
And you just walk up and ask me for my ID.
Except that we got a police call for service.
That's fine. That's fine. You can do that.
The caller articulated who you are, what you were doing as far as your physical description.
No crime.
Okay. Based on that suspicious call for service,
is suspicious a misdemeanor or a felony?
Suspicious.
It's neither. Come on, y'all looked like some good guys. Y'all just flipped the script.
Hold on.
Y'all just flipped the script.
Hold on. Because I'm trying to explain it to you.
Go ahead.
Right? Because we're out here for a lawful call for service, and we contacted you lawfully. But you don't have to agree. I'm just telling you.
We most definitely finna challenge. Okay, I'm going to the police department. That's not law. That's not law, sir. That's not law. To show ID, sir.
Can I ask what you've been doing?
You need reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime is being committed. Now, you cannot turn. Look, he putting his gloves. He ready to go hands on.
He's cold-blooded. Hey, listen.
My hands are cold.
What do you do for a living?
Why does it matter?
I'm just curious now. You was asking me all kinds of questions and I answered them. Come on now.
That's fine.
And you know what I do for a living. I'm asking you what you do for a living.
You're using police tactics now.
I'm asking you because I want to explain something to you.
I'd rather not answer that.
Okay, you don't have to.
I'm just out here exercising rights.
Okay.
Now, and if you're trying to turn legal, constitutional, protected activity into a crime to try to get my ID, that look bad, Officer Bailey.
I'm not saying that.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Am I legally required to give you my ID right now on this call?
Yes, you are.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Yes, let's get a captain out here, sir.
No, captain's not going to come out here.
Let's get a captain. If somebody's trying to infringe on your rights, a captain should come out here. If I'm calling somebody higher than you, sir.
What'll happen is you'll be placed under arrest for failing to identify
That's
yourself.
a secondary crime. You got to commit a first crime first to even have to ID, sir.
No.
Yes, you do.
No.
I challenge you on that, sir. You willing to arrest you?
You don't want to do that because
that's on you, sir. That's on you. Your qualified immunity is gone. Everything because you stepping on constitutional rights now, Mr. Officer Bailey.
Okay, but can I explain something to you?
Go ahead. I was just saying, man, y'all some cool guys, but that's why you cannot trust the police because y'all act like cool guys and then try to flip the script.
And now you're interrupting. You won't even let me talk.
Because the whole thing, man, you act like a good. Go ahead. Let me let you talk. Let me let you talk.
Okay.
That's why you can't trust the police.
Okay. Except that, I just told you, I've been doing this for 17 years.
Infringing on people's rights?
No.
So for 17 years, he's basically been doing his job wrong, is what he's saying. Like, he was real cool in the beginning, but as soon as he didn't get that ID, he turned ugly real quick.
I've been doing this line of work for 17 years, right?
Okay.
I have done that without complaint or lawsuit on my record.
Okay, this will be the first.
No, it won't be.
This will be the
because
first, sir.
This is the thing.
Go ahead.
Between the two of us,
Uh-huh.
I am the subject matter expert on the law, and that includes constitutional law. I have hundreds of hours of study and application of that in my line of work. We are out here for a lawful reason. You've been contacted for a lawful purpose, us performing our duties. That is 100% true, whether you like it or not. And it is within that course of my duties that I'm asking you to provide a name and date of birth that I can verify, and we can let you go.
That's incorrect. Let me ask you a question.
I'm not going to ask you.
Let me ask you a question. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question now.
I will answer it, and then you will identify yourself, and you will go to jail.
If I'm standing on the sidewalk eating a bowl of cereal, and someone don't like that, just listen. Just listen.
People can say what you're doing there.
Anything. You can't turn a constitutional. This is First Amendment, freedom of the press.
And I'm not stopping you from recording.
But that's what you're doing.
No, I'm not stopping you.
Anybody can say anything is suspicious. You standing on the corner eating a bowl of cereal. Why is he on this corner eating a bowl of cereal?
Because the suspicious part we're talking about is that you're recording a building, not only just a building, a bank, which banks get robbed.
But what's suspicious about from public? There's
I've already explained that.
But there's no expectation of privacy in public.
You're exactly right. Exactly right. Nobody's accusing you of violating any kind of privacy laws. Nobody's accusing that whatsoever.
So listen, sir, and you say you've been doing this for so long, and you should even know this too. What was your name again?
Officer Savage.
Savage. Listen, to get someone ID, they have to commit a crime,
No, they don't.
not just a service call.
They don't.
They do, sir.
All we need is reasonable suspicion, and we've
Of a
reached
crime.
that.
Of a crime. What crime am I doing?
Okay.
I'm simply just recording, sir.
I've already asked. I've already asked.
Now you can polite. Yes, and I did nothing wrong.
And I asked you a handful of questions.
So let me ask you this. Me doing nothing wrong. Just simply out here with my GoPro in public because someone don't like me pointing at their building. There's no expectation of privacy in public. I'm exercising constitutional protected rights.
I completely understand what you.
And I wouldn't resist or anything if you guys want to attack me or anything. I see you trying to circle behind me. I come in peace. I'm really the most chill guy. But my thing is, I exercise my rights, and I don't let anyone infringe on the rights.
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
I hear you, and you're not going to find somebody more in lockstep with your ideas on that.
That's all I'm doing.
We are out here on a suspicious activity call.
That's not a crime.
Every legal right
to identify you. To
identify you. There's case law. You need to
what
do
law is
research.
it? So what law?
You need to do research.
What law?
I cannot tell you the name of the case
Why
law
not?
right now.
25 years?
Because 17 years.
17?
Because I know hundreds and hundreds of laws, and I don't remember the specific name.
But y'all always get IDs. This should be at the topic.
Either two things. Either he doesn't remember or he's lying. It's either one of the two. And me personally, I think he's lying. He's just saying whatever coming out of his mouth at this point.
But you're a list though. It's like you're addicted to IDs. Be honest. Why do you want my ID? You want to run my name? That's all you want to do?
I am documenting.
Because I did no crime, sir.
We stood here for how long?
I did no crime.
How long have we stood
You've been here. He's been here for 12 minutes. You've been here for
12 minutes.
14 and a half.
12 minutes.
We just been having a cordial conversation.
Except
being cool guys.
Okay. Let me ask you a question then. Did you feel like you had the right to leave at every moment of this conversation?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough.
When I see him coming, like, why would I run from you? I did nothing wrong.
You were gonna run.
So when you came, I'm like, let me just have a cordial conversation. Because my thing is, I love shining light on the police. Okay. Now, whether you look good or bad, that's on you. No, I'm actually here to make you guys look good. To show that you know the law. I do. That's all I do.
But here's the problem, and you know.
That's all I do.
You know the basic constitutional rights. That's very clear. What you haven't studied.
That's all I'm exercising.
Is the case law that comes from that stuff. Thousands and thousands and thousands of police calls for service and contacts every single year, and they all go just like this.
I do, Officer Bailey, sir.
Okay, but you don't know because you would know what I'm saying is accurate.
Listen, and this is just the basics. We're dealing with the First Amendment here.
Sure.
A guy standing in public.
And nobody's stopping you from exercising it. I haven't asked you to stop recording.
Okay. Well,
I haven't.
I
haven't even told you can't video the buildings.
So what about the Fourth Amendment?
What about it?
What about the Fourth Amendment? Because that's what you're doing right now. You asked me for my ID.
What about it?
I have rights to privacy, sir. I don't have to show my ID if I haven't committed a crime. And then you said failure to ID. I have to commit a crime first to show you my ID. Failure to ID is a secondary crime, sir. How am I educating you on 17 years on this?
You're not educating me because you're incorrect. You are incorrect.
So what is the Fourth Amendment? What is the Fourth Amendment? Because that's what we get right now. This is the Fourth Amendment. Me recording is my First Amendment. You're asking me for my ID. This is the Fourth.
I'm going to arrest you at this point.
I'm not going to resist.
Yeah, okay. You're under arrest.
I'm under arrest.
I'm not going to take that out of your hand yet. For nothing, dude. All you had to tell me was your name.
I'll put nothing. I did nothing wrong.
You did, and I've explained it to you, and because you don't like it. Because you don't like it.
That's not it, sir.
Because you don't exercise
right.
Okay. So you're a First Amendment auditor, probably. I got a YouTube channel, think you're cool, and a bunch of followers. You don't understand the law like I do.
I do, sir.
You don't.
I didn't do nothing wrong.
Because I don't.
You arrested me for nothing wrong.
I don't come to your place of business and tell you how to do your job.
I'm not at your place of business.
You are.
I'm in public, sir.
You are at my place of business. Where do I operate?
For your safety,
Come on, sir,
for your safety and mine, I'm going to pat you down and give you on you.
I have nothing. I have nothing. Okay. Ain't nothing in my pocket but my cell phone.
Where's your ID at?
I don't have my ID.
Keys.
What's your last name? What's your last name, sir?
You said you arrested me. I have right to know. You need to read me my name.
This is not a guilt-seeking question, and I don't need to read you your Miranda rights. Again, you're incorrect. So, what is your last name?
This officer just said he's under arrest and he doesn't need to read him his Miranda rights. So like what? And they need to get rid of him ASAP.
Required just to make sure for my safety and yours.
Identify yourself is only going to make your booking process take infinitely longer.
That's the secondary crime. I didn't do that.
We're not debating it at this point. What is your last name? What is your last name? Okay. We'll just ID at the jail, or you'll sit there.
I have the right to remain silent.
I'm not asking you guilt-seeking questions, dude.
Sir,
no, your ID is not a guilt-seeking question. You need to do some more studying, big guy.
Conversation, I'm the one talking. Savage is not speaking. I'm just shocked that you guys making such a big mistake, and y'all didn't even try to come together to call your superior just to make sure you guys are making the right decision. So boom, we get down to the jail. I'm talking to the guy in book, and I'm like, "Where's your supervisor at?" As I've been requesting for a supervisor the last 20 minutes. You guys are making a huge mistake. Y'all got me down here for nothing. They still trying to get my name. I'm like, y'all gonna have to violate all my rights. Y'all gonna have to fingerprint me. I'm not giving y'all my information. So he asked Officer Savage, what charges do y'all have on him? He say failure to ID. I'm letting the guy know failure to ID is a secondary crime. Was the initial crime that I committed where I was required to show my ID that I didn't do so. So boom, they throw me in the holding cell. I'm in the holding cell for about 2 hours or so. The guy finally comes and get me. I think he finna book me in the jail. I come around the corner. I see Officer Bailey. I'm like, what'd I tell you? What'd I tell you, Officer Bailey? I'm like, man, where my stuff at? They give me my pants or whatever. I'm like, where my phone? Where my camera? Where my camera and stuff. They didn't want to give me that. They didn't want me recording inside the jail. I'm just guessing. They're like, we gonna give all your property to Officer Bailey. You about to go with him. Officer Bailey, like, I'm not gonna put you in any handcuffs. I'm just gonna drop you off back to your car. I said, no, you're gonna drop me right back off where you picked me up at. When we get to the location, he's trying to drop me off way in the back of the parking lot.
They took me to jail. This is Bailey, bro. I just got out of booking. That's Bailey. Here go my stuff. I just got out of jail. I didn't give him my name. Y'all can't get nothing from me.
And that's the end of that video. My take on that, y'all see how quick these officers change as soon as they don't get what they want? Because you had this officer right here try to be all cool and calm like in the beginning, like right here.
Billion people in the world. Right? How many people are standing out here videotaping?
Not somebody's gonna do something nefarious. Not somebody is gonna do that.
Like you had him at first be like cool with this guy, laughing, hee-ha and everything. And when he asked for that ID, he said, no, that's what we see his whole attitude change, like right here.
I'm just gonna document your name and date of birth that says that we talked to you.
Okay, I don't have to get my ID.
Yeah, you do.
Ask you a question.
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Let me ask you a question.
Go to jail.
Okay, let's forward.
I'm gonna arrest you at this point.
I'm not.
The officer was really upset that he wasn't gonna get this dude's ID. And then when he said he was gonna arrest you, you're supposed to read your rights to him. And then you had his officer say this.
You said you arrested me. You need to read me my name.
This is not a guilt-seeking question, and I don't need to read you your Miranda rights. Again, you're incorrect.
You had this officer say, okay, you're gonna be under arrest, you're supposed to read him your rights, and he said, I don't have to read your rights. No, this officer just wanted this dude's name the entire time, so he had to waste this guy's time, take him to the jail, have him sitting there for 2 hours just to bring him right back. And this officer say he been here 17 years and he knows what he's doing. Clearly not, because he still didn't get this dude's name or any type of identification, end up taking him right back. So it just goes to show that this how stupid this officer really looked, and it's just sad to show that how little he really does know. That's my take on it though. Let me know what y'all think about the comment section, how you feel about the Grandview Police Department in Kansas for taking this dude to jail, literally wasting his time all because he wasn't giving up his ID. And then you had this officer right here be all upset that he wasn't gonna get his ID, taking him to jail and wasting his time just to bring him right back. That's my take on it though. Let me know what y'all think about it in the comment section. Make sure to like, subscribe, and y'all have a wonderful day.